Hello! Hello, everybody. This is Chris, Seabriggs Gaming. It's been a while. I think it's been about a year since I've streamed. But I've been pulled out of retirement, as it were, because I have learned about a game. A challenge, almost. And that would be Scrutinized, ladies and gentlemen. We are playing Scrutinized. I'm gonna get the pants scared off me, but we're playing Scrutinized. It took me a bit to get the stream set up, but we're here. We've got Tanner's beautiful face staring at us. He's been waiting patiently. He's been waiting patiently for me to get this stream set up because I had to fix something in my OBS. But yeah, we're playing Scrutinized. Apparently, I saw an estimate that only like 5-ish% of players have beaten this game. And I saw that and was like, I'm a be one of those. I'm a join that 5%. I'm a do it. And as I wait for some people to join, we've got. So, the way this game works, I've played it a little bit off camera already. Not too much. Just enough to kind of get a basic grasp on the mechanics. And I saw a streamer playing it, that's how I learned about it. Basically the way it works is that you play as like a detective, and you're going through case files or in like basically crime reports. And then you basically are trying to determine whether these reports are legit or if it's basically like an overly paranoid neighbor. And all this time, you have to. There are right and wrong answers here. And there are two people trying to break into your house. One is this lovely gentleman with the movie star good looks right here, Tanner. This guy who looks like I don't even know. He does not, to me, look like the type of guy you'd expect to be a serial killer. He kind of reminds me of Connor from Detroit Become Human. Like, he looks like the type of guy who'd solve a murder, not commit one. Man looks like he about to cure cancer, but no, he's just gonna cure you of your nasty living habit. And then there's this bald, cue ball looking, Agent 47 looking kidnapper guy. And they're both trying to break in your house. So without any further ado, let's begin. This is gonna be quite the ride, ladies and gentlemen. My volume's off. Oh. It looks on to me. Hello, French invasion. Oh, this is so long. Justice! That damn red tape. I promise we'll get into gameplay hopefully soon. Okay, I'm sorry. I did not realize how long that cutscene was. I normally skip it, but I refused to for you guys cuz you know how much I like lore. Okay, so this is our house. I didn't know that people in this line of work could work from home like this. But this is also, as we now know, sort of a pet project of ours. Much like this game is to me now. And as far as locking the windows, I mentioned before when I was going over this game and what it's about that there's two people trying to break in. And part of that is making sure you leave all the doors and windows locked. Well, not the doors. The doors, you don't have to worry about the door. It's always locked, I think. As far as the people who are trying to break in, Cue Ball! This guy doesn't have a name, so we'll name him together. For now, I'm calling him Cue Ball because he's bald. As of today, we've notified the agency about a potential suspect we believe is involved in a sex trafficking ring. Our suspicion comes from the disappearance of a number of female victims and an eyewitness account of one woman who was able to escape. We know that the man operates alone and at night specifically. He's around 6 feet tall, bald, white, medium build, and has a forearm tattoo. We'd like to stress this message specifically to the women, as you could, in fact, be his next target. Based on the track record, it seems as if he's looking to kidnap women exclusively. It's come to my attention that the builder who developed many of the homes in the area cut some corners. And so yeah. Check cameras. The security system is armed. But I'm not going to spend too much time on this because we got to get to work or else I'll die. Lights occasionally go out, and if I use the camera lights too much, then the power goes out. Report desk. I've not gotten past night 1, guys, before. Stacy Jones. So, one of the things that we are doing is I'm going to turn my volume down because if I get jump scared in this while I have these earbuds on, I will pee myself. So, one of the things we get to do is hack their phones and look through their search history. Oh my god. Hey, I had that! I had 0.4 of a second left. I had half a second left. Screw you, game. You saw that, right? It said 0.4 seconds as I pressed the button. I'm not sure the purpose of the bathroom in this layout because, I mean, obviously it's a bathroom, but like, it has no windows, so I don't know if I need to check that one regularly or not. Or if it's a safe place to hide. I'm actually so stressed out. You guys know how much of a pansy I am. I think I've played a couple spooky games before. It's like a Jack in the Box. Now, you can turn jump scares off, but I refuse. Stacy Jones, are you related to Casey Jones? Oh, you have a record. Aggressive behavior. You pushed... I know this case. I've played this case. She's guilty. No, guys. Guys, she's guilty. She's guilty. Watch this. How to soundproof room, IP scrambling free, cheap prepaid phones, fake email generator, pay me account setup, and then done. Ask for 30K. On it. He's secure? Yes. Got pick? Yes. We'll send when they ask. So you have to attach 2 pieces of evidence. I'm going to do this and then that phone conversation because that is creepy. Now, last thing I need to do is her DMV records. Hair black, eyes brown, female. My heart is already pounding. But luckily, I know she did it. She's involved in seemingly human trafficking. And now, between cases, I like to check. Because so far, Tanner hasn't given me any trouble yet. Other than, like, one cheeky jump scare that doesn't actually do anything. But the... What was that? Ah! I am going to have a heart attack. Chat, am I cooked? Chat, I'm scared. The reason why I didn't check the other door that's in that room is because that's a closet. Chat, am I dead? Yes, you think I'm dead? She who thirsts approves. I swear I've seen that guy in a movie. Like this guy looks like an actor. I know I was saying Tanner has movie star good looks. He reminds me of somebody you'd see in like an MCU movie specifically. Okay. Again, I cannot use the light for longer than that without it going out. I am already having like heart palpitations. Oh my god, calm down. Auto incident. Yay. So he's got a wrap. It doesn't help that this game has a reputation for difficulty, even on normal mode. I'm dead. I think I'm dead. I don't know what triggers the internet to go out, if it's just like a random thing. Because for the first few times that I've played this, I was doing detective mode, which doesn't have the people trying to break in. It's just like a sort of a free play where you just solve cases. I was doing that to ease my way into this, and B, sort of get a feel for how the game works. Also, if the lights go out, then the kidnapper is more likely to attempt to break in. And like I said, the kidnapper is very aggressive. I heard it. Ah! Tanner's here! You're guilty. Okay, so if I hear a car in the background, that means Tanner's here. Good to know. Cause like we saw him, chat. That was like a FNAF jump scare. Again, that jump scare, from what I understand, it doesn't actually do anything. It's sort of a fake out to mess with you. But it does mean that he is in the vicinity, and that's terrifying. Who's the next suspect? I can't tell if the noises I'm hearing are ambience or not. And luckily, I know that they can't get you while you're at your computer, or at least Tanner can't. He'll get you like when you get up from the computer instead, which takes a little bit of weight off my mind, but because I don't know if that's true for the kidnapper, it's still like the same sensation I get when I play FNAF, where it's like waiting for a Jack in the Box to go off, but not knowing when. No police record. I didn't mean to look for a police record. I heard the car. I heard the car again, guys. I'm gonna die. Chat, I'm cooked. Chat, I am so boned. Guys, I'm scared. There's nothing worse than expecting a jump scare but not knowing when it's gonna come. I am so stressed right now. I wish I had, like, a heart rate monitor hooked up to my stream so that you guys could see how scared I am. No, I didn't mean to do that. No! Okay, I have no delusions of getting past night 1, and I've spent too long on this case. I'm gonna shred it. I'm gonna shred this one too, because we haven't made a mistake yet, and I'm terrified. Oh my god, I am the king of Scrutinized. Oh, why is this open? That's actually a little terrifying. Imagine you live alone, which why does she live alone? Why do I live alone? I don't even have like a pet. I don't have a dog that can scare Tanner and friggin' Baldy away. But imagine you live alone and you wake up and like a window you knew you left locked was suddenly not just unlocked but open. Luna, do your dishes, miss. I need to do my dishes. Also, that at the end of the hall is so creepy. I hate that. Why is that there? Why would I put that there? Why would I put the such a creepy painting at the end of my hall? Michael Dexter. Effing Dexter, man. Okay, I know I've done this before. What was that? I swear I heard something. I'm so scared, guys. I am terrified. Oh, he's got a record. Hi, party tonight? I got poppers, lol. Lol, I have a midterm on Monday, sorry. You're joking, right? Why the fuck do you keep dubbing me so hard? Did I say something or what? What does dubbing mean? Chat? What does dubbing mean in that context? I don't understand. What is she, an anime? Dubbing me. Why do you keep dubbing me so hard? I've never heard that in that context before, guys. What does that mean? Oh god, there's even noise in the background in the pause menu. Oh, that gave... It's like music, but it's so faint. It's just like... Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum. Or maybe that's just my heart pounding out of my chest, because I swear I'm just gonna have a heart attack and die playing this game. When I was playing this on my own last night, when I dipped my toes into normal, I did not have this same reaction. Like, I did not have this reaction. Like, I think it hurts me that that I have headphones on too, because it makes it more immersive. Like, when I tried to play FNAF VR, I couldn't because it was just too immersive, and I'm a coward when it comes to playing horror games. Not hanging out. Is that what dubbing means here? Like ditching almost? What do you mean? I've invited you to like 5 different parties in the last 2 weeks, and you keep saying no, you're busy. Like, what the F? At that point, you're just ignoring me. I am genuinely busy, dude, lol. Effing wow, okay? You know what? F you. I should have listened to my friends when they told me you were an a-hole. Guess you should have. Alright, well, I heard from the grapevine that the newbie is hospitalized. Great effing job, dude. Can't wait to have Yanis rip me a new one. How is that my fault? You did the whole thing. Only because you were too pussy to finish the job. I can't hold your hand through stuff you're supposed to do. Branding is just too... Oh my god! I've heard about, like, frat hazing, but branding? Jesus Christ! Okay, this guy does not seem like he's done anything wrong. He has a record, but he's the one trying... He's a student who's with the wrong crowd, and he's been trying to talk them out of it. I think he's innocent, and the game agrees with me. Now, I swear, devs, if you ever see this stream, who am I kidding? Nobody watches me. But if a dev ever sees this stream, please put like a little Easter egg where one of the intruders is just having a snack in your kitchen. That would be hilarious. Terrifying, but really funny. Like, just Tanner got bored of waiting for you to turn around and decided to make himself a sandwich. What was that? You guys heard that, right? It was quiet, but you heard it, right? I'm dead. Oh, crap. Oh no, not this case! Female. So the problem with this case is if it's the one I'm thinking, it's hard. I feel like there is somebody breathing down my neck. Ah! How long has that light been out? Anyway, the problem with this case is when I played it before, I checked the DMV database and there was like two different people and neither of them looked like they did anything wrong. Okay, that's still locked. Can't get. So I skimmed over the email, but basically it says like she's talking to like an electrician about the issue of the lights going out and that the breaker trips whenever you check the lights on and the cameras too long. And it's like, oh, we're busy. We'll get to it eventually. Couldn't have gotten an electrician out here sooner? No internet! I'm dead. There is somebody in here. I hate that. I hate I hate how slow I move. I hate how loud her footsteps are because it makes it sound like there's somebody else. I think I just hate everything about this. I'm shredding this. I'm on like a hot streak and I'm not messing with that. Ah! Tanner, I swear to God. Tanner, that wasn't nice. Jeremy Bynes. A lot of times it seems like the phone info is enough. Oh, screw that. I'm insta cracking. Okay, Sawblade is initially. Oh god, that is a long search history. How to hide multiple bodies. It starts out so harmless, like gardening stuff. Even Sawblade is like, okay, gardening. But then it's like But then it's like, how to hide multiple bodies. Jesus Christ, what did you do? Cameras. We know Tanner's around. So a lot of this game seems to be multitasking, right? Because Tanner gets more aggressive the longer you're like away from the computer, because you stop him from breaking in by checking the cameras. But then the longer you are tunnel visioned on the computer, the easier it is for the kidnapper to break in. And so you kind of need to diligently check both. Like last night when I was playing, I was checking around the house like once mid case per case, and then between cases I would diligently check both things. Okay, so he's volunteering at like a soup kitchen. I'll find him. I swear to you, I will find him. This number is no longer in service. I have something for you, an old friend. Take a look at the photo. What the heck is this? Some sick joke. Memories of good times. What happened? Is he getting blackmailed? I hear the car again. That can't be random, right? That has to be an audio cue. That has to be like a potential intruder is there, right? It's the kind of thing like hearing footsteps in a game. Like it means that there's somebody there, right? He seems young, but I'm not going to test that theory. Why is there nothing about him? Oh, I'm so screwed. Like, I'm hearing so many noises. Either I'm gonna get killed by Tanner, I'm about to get kidnapped, or I'm about to, at my laptop, have a heart attack and die. From just stress. And I already came in here stressed. I had a weird day. I like the little attention to detail. Like in this room there's a picture of your cousin. And like tactical crime analysis books. Obviously, the whole conspiracy board about the blue blood killer. The cameras where I'm about to see Tanner and die again. I went for a run the other day and saw him behind me. I said hi, I moved on, and then he was still following me. Is he being stalked? Is the complainant getting stalked? The cooldown for that is very unforgiving and should probably be nerfed. But I think I've hit my case quota. Also, I'm shredding this to test my theories. I also want to see what the game over screen is for if you just blow your cases. What was that? Chad, I'm gonna die. Oh, is that what that beep sound was? Was that my internet going out? Is that the audio cue for you need to go reset the internet? How to be an influencer, social media following, social media. So Pugged movie? What is that? Okay, so she's just trying to be famous. This all seems very normal. This almost feels too normal. Me trying to make plans with my friends, just like. It's so loud. It feels like my headphones are rumbling when that noise plays. Or again, maybe that's just my heart exploding. Stay away from that window. The reason why I'm going up to the window first, by the way, is because if I'm not mistaken, if the kidnapper's at the window trying to pick the lock, you have to go up there with the flashlight to scare him off. Also, this game, I'm already like paranoid, so I'm autistic and I suffer from anxiety. I sometimes will like almost obsessive compulsively check the locks around my house multiple times a night just to make sure that everything's locked up. I feel like this game might make that worse. This is a shred. This has got to be a shred, right? One of the suspicious things was the diamonds. And we got an explanation for that. What am I doing? I need to check. I also think it seems to be, from what I've seen, good practice to learn and like pay attention to the cases you've done, because that can save you time in future attempts. And again, as much as I'm shocked by how well we're doing tonight, this game is notoriously hard. Night 3! Okay, door locked. Again, last night I wasn't able to get past night 1. So I'm shook that we are at night 3, guys. Anyway, because you'll be seeing a lot of the same cases. So I think it's a good idea to sort of just remember certain names like, well, I just realized that I can't remember any. But like remember if certain ones like you look at the report and you remember, okay, that one's a shred. That one there's no evidence against them, so it seems to be good practice. I thought that lawn chair in the back there was somebody. Pearl Baker. I'm gonna check just for kicks and giggles because we haven't done it yet. I'm gonna check receipts. Backpack, Cool Tech water bottle, emergency flares, and USB charger. This all screams hiker to me, right? Like that tells me that she's a hiker. Cuz that's all stuff you would take on a hike, right? like a backpack, water, emergency flares is strange, but unless I get more information, that's not incriminating enough on its own. That could be like in case of an emergency. Oh, that's how that works. It does it when, okay. Legal urban exploration. So those pictures you posted, I think she's innocent. I think she's just doing like urban exploration for fun. I think it's just a weird hobby she has. Check the house. Chat, am I cooking? Am I locked in, chat? I think I'm cooking. I'm like laser focused. But also, this is going suspiciously well, and I'm scared. Because again, I got my cheeks clapped by the friggin' bald guy yesterday. 25 to 30. You don't know his name, but you know his, but you can tell me his exact-ish weight. Like, you can excuse me, you can confidently guess the suspect's height and weight, but you never got his name? What did I put in wrong? Oh. Crap, guys. I think it's this one. I think it's Benji here. Crap, wrong. I meant to. Whenever I accidentally do that, the controls are. Whenever I keep like accidentally getting up and not meaning to, what I'm doing is I'm accidentally right clicking when I mean to be left clicking. Or in that case. No! See, it's so unforgiving. What was that? That sounded like footsteps. That was not the car. That sounded like footsteps. Okay, that actually scared me. And I think I just chat, I just played myself. Oh god, hi! He's in the closet, guys. Guys, Tanner's in my closet. You know what I wish we could do? I would love to just push that couch against the closet door and then just lay down on the couch, making it even heavier so he can't get out. And then just watch TV or something. That might be false imprisonment, but I don't care. He broke into my house. All right, let's get it over with. You became a statistic. That was actually a pretty good run, though, all things considered. Like, that was actually a shockingly good run for the first attempt on this stream. Right? Like, I got to night 3, and that wasn't on casual, that was on normal. Which, the difference, by the way, for you, those of you who are interested in this, casual mode, there's no permadeath, and it's 5 nights. Sorry, I was just handling something. Anyway, so casual mode is like it says casual. It's 5 nights and no permadeath. Normal mode is permadeath, 10 nights. And then detective mode, you don't have these guys. You don't have Tanner here or his bald friend trying to break in. So that's like if you just want to focus on the case solving side of it, which is very fun. Like I said, I've done that. We're not watching the cutscene again. That was like a freaking 10-minute cutscene, it felt like. And there's going to be a lot of attempts. So we're going to be hearing a lot of when she was a kid and I should get to my computer and get the night started. I think if you leave Tanner in the closet, I think he might eventually go away. Anyway, I think he eventually goes away, but I mean, that's the first time Tanner's gotten in. Like I said, I got this game a couple days ago, for context, and I haven't played it too much yet. Back the first car and object fell at the same time. Interesting. Okay, I think I got every window locked. The closet's open so that I have the closet open so that I have potentially also have a place to hide. Last night I thought I heard something outside my house, so I promptly checked my cameras to see what it was and saw a strange man creeping around. Unsure of what this person was doing snooping around outside, I shined my camera light on them to get a better look. After clearly being caught, he ran off. But after checking the footage, the face seemed so familiar. It dawned on me after the fact that he matched the description of the man police were after for murder, and also the android sent by CyberLife. They did not do him justice in the sketch art with the ears, by the way. It's our duty to keep the community safe. I recommend everyone shares this message and monitors your camera, and if available, use your camera lights to blah 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 blah. That reminds me, I should make sure that my security cameras are armed. Gerald Scott. Oh god, this guy's guilty. I remember him. This guy's creepy. This guy is like freaking Batman, Professor Pig nonsense. You'll see what I mean, and if you guys have played like Arkham Knight, you know what I mean. He is creepy. Like that guy, it was like, oh my goodness, it was like, oh my goodness, the balls of the developers. Got it. I have some beautiful singing babes for you soon. I want you to record them singing their own songs this time. Sorry to get back to you so late. Thanks. Make sure you take out all of their organs this time. I don't want to install the speaker and have blood on my hands. Of course, I've taken a liking to the young ones recently, so that's the ones that I bring you from now on. They'll be clean. I just want to hear them scream, I mean sing. Also, let me know if you have any special requests. Nothing too crazy, but I want to please you as best as I can. I have no need for any type of girl in particular. Just let me know when you have one. Don't F up. Hey, I know we haven't talked in a while, but I have a cute little thing coming to the studio. She has the cutest voice. Tanner's here. Check the house. So yeah, that guy's doing like twisted human trafficking, and it gets creepier. Like, hold on, because I have to make sure I'm safe. But anyone within a 5-mile radius of this guy is not safe. It's disturbing. It's like YouTube might freaking demonetize me if I were monetized. Levels of creepy. Like, this guy is an actual supervillain. One of my dogs barks. I don't know if the mic picked it up or not, but that actually startled me. That scared me. Preserving a human body. Dolls. Dolls makeup. How to do makeup. How to get real girls to be as pretty as a doll. Painting over human skin. Mummification. Vocal lessons. YouTube. I know it says hour two, but it's clearly standing for YouTube. Singing dolls. Can I turn women into dolls? Butchering of humans. You're a certified creepy monster. And deserve a life sentence and then a death sentence and then be resurrected for another life sentence. Thank you. Goodbye. Okay, so there's 3 cameras, correct? That was just me kind of checking because it doesn't show you how many cameras there are. And I want to make sure that I know how many there are. So that I know if I'm checking all of them. Anyway, suspect unknown. I heard her something. She had a cat at home. Okay, so 50 to 60. Height. Weight 150. Tanya Carter. I remember that name, but not from this case. That was lucky. Oh, that's disturbing. Oh, yeah. So basically, she murdered somebody. She murdered somebody because somebody was bullying her kid at school. There's 3 cameras. Right? I might look that up. I am actually going to look that up for my own edification to make sure that I'm checking all of them. Yeah, there are 3. I'm just so paranoid about like not realize it about there being like 4 and not realizing it. And then like Tanner catches me with my pants down because of that. Anyway, that lady's guilty. She killed somebody. She ran him over. Which, like, okay, bullying sucks. I should know I got bullied plenty as a kid. But Jesus! I I remember this one. I remember being wrong about this one. I heard the car. Or I don't even know. Was that a car? I heard something. Why don't I have like oh freaking heck, Tanner. Where was he? Where was he? I checked my cameras. Screw you, Tanner. Is that the game telling me that I'm not going to get away that easy? Look, I've hit my quota. He's going to be behind this door. Tanner? Look, Tanner. Bro. Tanner. 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 Sir. Mr. Tanner. Look. I know you're just trying to give me my flu shot. But I'm already good for this year. I already got my flu shot for this year. I'm vaccinated. So how about, Tanner, you just you just stay in there and I'll stay out here, and then at the end of the night you can go home and nobody has to die. Okay, pal? Thank you. Spent too long shredding. We had a family dinner in the backyard tonight, and Matt came outside to relieve some steam, I think. Where's... He unloaded that anger a few feet away from us. I am paranoid right now. I know Tanner's in the closet. I'm not opening that closet. I want to see what happens if I don't open the closet. I want to see if he just pisses off if I just stay, if I just leave him in there. He seems like the scientific type, so I'm sure he would respect that type of scientific inquiry. Also, how the heck did he get in? Okay, knowing he's in there is actually, like, really stressful. It's, again, it goes back to what I was saying about, like, feeling like you're waiting. For it's back to what I was saying, that feeling of like waiting for like a jack in the box to go off. At least with how much I'm checking the house, I know the kidnapper can't get in, right, guys? I'd be shook if I saw his freaking chrome dome head. In this playthrough right now. Have a good night to you too, Jesse Owens. Haven't checked the cameras in a minute. Okay. Dang it, that was another mistake. Okay, that is good to know. Tanner will not attack you. If you just leave him in the closet. Oh god, why are all the lights off? Why is that window open? Okay, so what was that? Okay, I just need a second. That one was scary. The kidnapper's in. The kidnapper's in the house. Again, it's that thing where you're like waiting for a jump scare. Ah! Crap. Guys, I'm so scared. I'm pretty sure I am going to like lose 10 pounds playing this game. What the? Crap. Guys, I am so scared. Anyway, this guy's totally stalking these people. And being very, 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 very creepy. I'm going to jail! No. Check cameras. I don't want to. I don't want to check. I'm scared. Chad, I'm terrified. It's so much scarier just having like the headphones on because it's so much more immersive. Nose and scar wax, faux eye blood, liquid latex, stipple sponge. Are you an actress? What do I hear? Chat, what am I hearing? Another thing that would be funny is I don't know what you could do here, but have there be like what I was saying with like seeing one of the intruders in the kitchen, just having a sandwich. Just have one of them in the bathroom. I don't know doing what, if just have them on the toilet, or it would be really kind of cool to have them like hiding in the shower. That would be really creepy, but also that would make me even more stressed than I already am. One of the lights just went out, I think. Can y'all give me some time to work on this case? No internet? I'm going to lose, if nothing else, because I won't have been able to reach the quota. Please be an easy one. I'm shredding this. I heard funky audio again. I have reason to believe that she's a prostitute. I don't get that. I do not understand that one. Can somebody please, in either the chat or when this gets archived, YouTube comments, please clue me in as to what in the world, though, how in the world I'm supposed to do that specific version of that puzzle? Because I'm at a loss. Okay, that one was for sure something. He's right behind me, isn't he? I'm dead. Chad, I think I forgot to have my apple a day, and now the doctor's here. Where is he? Where are they? I am about to rage quit. I don't get it. Can somebody please explain it to me? Because there are a couple points in that give you the audio cue. You know what? I'm shredding it. Good news is I've hit quota. Please tell me that's a lamp post. I think it is, actually. So I've hit my quota. Why are the curtains drawn? That makes it so hard, because I know you have to, like, go up to the window, I think, to keep the kidnapper from getting in. Only how can you see him? Why is everything going wrong tonight? What was that? Every little noise. Just turn it back on! Right? Isn't that the one that I just turned back on, guys? It's night 2. I just want to point that out for everybody. Tanner's probably in here by now because I keep getting up. Why did that time it work? Wait, hang on. How was that wrong? She was just going on about, oh, the DOH is closing down my favorite bar. Nothing to do with her ex that she was allegedly stalking. Like, yeah, she's an alcoholic, clearly. I don't think that's a crime. It's not good, but it's not a crime. Unless I'm missing something in the evidence where she, like, isn't allowed to drink for, like, a parole reason or something. I admit I did skim the case file because I'm trying to be quick so that I don't get killed. When does the night end? Finally, I should get some rest. Night 3 and I got paid. I think the mechanic for that... I think the way that the getting paid works is I think you get 5 for every case you solve after you reach your quota. Why is every light off? Might as well have a neon sign that says kidnap me. Chad, I'm scared again. I am shocked that both times tonight I've gotten to night 3. Didn't mean to do that. Ooh, potential hitman. Fun. Crap. Tanner, I'm keeping an eye out for you. You stay away. You too, kidnapper. You stay. Yeah, you thought you were gonna have an opportunity. All right, chat. Let's do this. Stay away from that. Also, I'm so spoiled by games having a sprint mechanic that I keep holding shift, expecting it to do something. But seriously, why does this lady not move with a sense of urgency? Mark Eshelman. I hate your name, it's too long. Rootkit. Oh my god. Did y'all hear how many times I got the audio cue but couldn't go back and get it? Like, and now I have to wait like 5 freaking minutes. How long actually? I know, so I learned about this game from watching Queso's videos of it. He's very funny. Uh, but anyway, I know he's joked that it's like 15 minutes. Right. Kids meal, so potentially a father. Soy latte, additional espresso shot, chocolate bar. So the checking the watch that they're complaining about. Oh my god, Tanner! Tanner, I am going to take that syringe of yours and shove it where the sun don't shine. I do kind of like the animation they gave him because he looks so kind of goofy doing it. Where he's just like, boo! It also gives me, like, it kind of gives Five Nights at Freddy's vibes, doesn't it? Like, that looks like a FNAF jump scare, though, just, But also, screw you, Tanner. Not okay. Not okay, Tanner. Got it. Special needs schools can sue school for neglecting local church fakes, mail, text, speech, text, better speech to text, Ronald Cookman Inc. jobs. So I was right. He's a father. Oh, yeah. He's just trying to provide for his family. He has a special needs kid. He's fine. What was that? They're in the walls. They're in the gosh dang walls. I was actually pretty lucky that I caught that. So I would have gone back to my computer and gotten frustrated of like the internet went out, but I got it. Hey, Tanner, are you in the bathroom? Was that an airplane? Did the kidnapper just get freaking airdropped? Tanner just parachutes down? Oh my god, Devs. That would be funny if you had there is an Easter egg of just you hear the plane and then you check cameras and it's just Tanner with a parachute. What do you mean? Pardon? What do you mean no results found? 30 to 40, 6 foot. Is it 5'6" to 6? 100 to 150 pounds. Black hair, gray eyes, male. I'm shredding this. I don't care if I just threw the entire game. Oh. Michael Dexter, I'm pretty sure we did that one tonight. Because chat was saying that that Dexter is a cat. But I can't remember what our verdict was. And I only have one mistake left. And Tanner's probably inside. It would have been funny if I said that, turned around, and he was right there. Dang crickets are so loud. Crap. We heard that all. We all heard that, right? Tanner just got dropped off. Someone was like, oh, time to drop Tanner off at his friend's house. Have fun giving Chris a heart attack, Tanner. Bye. Why? Why? Why would you put a why would you put a picture like that at the end of a long hallway? Are you insane? Who did that? Wait, the kidnapper was there? Hang on. Y'all clip that, please. But so my stream, there's obvious like input delay. Essentially, like it lags behind a little bit. So sorry to ruin the magic, but this technically isn't in real time. Depending on upload speed, it can be anywhere from like 5 to 10 seconds behind. So I can see a replay, and I looked at that replay. Still couldn't really see him. Effing Dexter, man. Oh yeah, this is the frat bro. I know I just did a sweep of the house, but I do a sweep of the house in between every case. Plus, now we know that the kidnapper is around. Plus, it's night 3. Plus, I'm scared. And so, I'm sorry, guys. I know you want to probably see more cases. But we're doing another sweep. And then how about, because my blood pressure is through the roof right now, how about after this attempt, we try some detective mode and just play through some cases? Because I think the cases add so much. Like, okay, so I really like Five Nights at Freddy's. Anyone who's known me, especially when I was in like high school, knows that. David McNamara. Okay, I know y'all are probably thinking, Saw, that's suspicious. Like, that's suspicious when you're being investigated for a crime that you recently bought a saw. But hear me out. And I'm pausing just that I have time to say my thoughts without people worrying about people breaking in. He also bought like plywood and screws, right? Like he's clearly doing some sort of project. That's not giving I'm about to saw somebody apart, I'm about to dismember somebody. That's giving I'm refurbishing my living room or something. And then yeah, he bought a burger. He bought a burger. Also, screw you, game. All we have is his name. We have his name, gender, and hair. No results? I'm shredding. I don't care if that throws the entire game. I don't care. I don't care because that case can freaking bite my left foot. Y'all are gonna have every piece of information except for hair, gender, and name be unknown? Alright, how about we do some detective mode? Because this is really fun as well. And I need a break. Before I, like I said, have a heart attack and die. This game is stressful, guys. So the difference here is that there's no threat. You still do have mistakes. And quotas, but you don't have the people trying to break in. So, sorry guys. Tanner's not here. We aren't gonna have his goofy jump scare. Yumi Katayoma. Closing up at the club the other night, I overheard one of the girls say she took a guy to some after party at the motel down the road and stole his stuff when he was passed out. She rolled him. Woof. Ooh, that hurts. That hurts. She rolled him. Allegedly. Allegedly, of course. It's not out of the ordinary to get off work and head to an after party and see someone who's at the club last night, but to rob them when they're passed out is so petty. You call it petty, I call it hilarious. This does not reflect, like, obviously it sucks if that happens in real life. I've fortunately never gotten robbed like that. Then again, I don't really go to parties and I don't drink. Initially, I thought she was just making things up about the stealing. Oh no, he robbed... Wait. So, okay, so he heard this from a witness? So there's like 4 people in this. Oh god, it's one of these. It's a he said, she said at that point, because you're not the one who saw it. Somebody who works for you saw somebody else do it. Oh god. Oh no. Before I went to the owner of the club and told him what I thought was going on, I wanted to ask Yumi. Brought up casually as I could, and she assured me that it was just a joke and there was nothing to worry about. I know, driving away our customers by robbing them wouldn't make sense in the long run, considering it's only a couple bucks for yourself and you risk getting arrested. However, I wouldn't put it past some of the girls to do something stupid. If I'm wrong about this and I call out Yumi, I'll lose my job. I have a kid to feed and bills to pay, so if y'all could look into this, I appreciate it. Also, if you're around, stop by the dance club and ask for Kimmy. That's me. There's so many characters here. Like, I feel like that's the most characters we've gotten. In one of these mysteries here. Okay, so she doesn't have a record. That's good. Side note, I hate when they have long names. It doesn't bother me as much here in this mode, but crap. I clicked Shift V instead. I accidentally pressed Shift C instead of Control C, I guess. Why is there the car? Did you guys hear that? Oh my god, I was not expecting that. Chat. Oh my god, guys. Chat. YouTube. Her first search in her search history. How to get a ketamine prescription. my god. Does ketamine make you forget? Legal name change process. How long before standard ketamine dose wears off? Bottle service girl average pay. How much can you legally collect in tips before you're taxed? That's actually a good question, and if anybody here knows, feel free to post them in the comments because that's an interesting question. Is this Julius? Kev gave me your number. Said you could help me with something. Yeah, it's Julius. Who's this? I'm Yumi. I'm one of Kev's friends. Is Kev in our little roster here? This little epic tale of he said, she said? No. Unless Kev is the guy who might have gotten robbed. Can you help me with this personal problem I have? Julius ain't hear shit from Kev. Tell him to call. Never heard of you before. Did he just third person us? Did he just refer to himself in a text in third person? Alright, are we cool? Kev says you're pretty. Julius loves a nice pretty girl. Why are you talking? I've never seen anybody do that. I've never seen anybody refer to themselves in the third person via text. That already means that Julius here needs to be investigated. Jury's out on you, me. Because nothing in this report talks about ketamine. But Julius needs an investigation right now. Do you even know who it is yet? Julius doesn't know who. Julius just needs to know when. So when? As soon as possible would be nice. Alright, how many people? Just one dumb. I'm not reading that out loud. I'm not. No. 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 You could not. No. I have standards on this channel. I don't care too much about censoring myself, but I'm not reading that one. That is the C word. I'm not reading that one. Alright. One dumb loser. Crap. Didn't mean to do that. One dumb loser, that's going to be 2K. Julius needs his money, and then the problem will be taken care of. Fine, come down to the club tomorrow and I'll have your money. Ask for me, and I'll meet you up back. It's throwing me so hard that I'm hearing the same audio cues that I was hearing earlier. I want this guy gone. Alright, tomorrow it is. Money from a pretty girl. Don't need to tell Julius twice. Julius will be ready. Hey girl, forgot to tell you, after your natural beauty put a trance on Julius, you need to bring this person to Julius, and then she disappears. What is this? I gave you 2K like you wanted, and now you want more? This is the only way it happens with Julius. JFC, I can't off the top of my head tell you what that one is. Oh, Jesus effing Christ. Okay. Alright, I'll figure something out. Put some lotion on your hands, Julius. I set up a date on Sunday night with Kimmy the dumb. Not reading that one either. I'm gonna drive her over to wherever y'all are, and then it's out of my hands. Kev. Need more of that K. It's impossible to get a prescription for it. I looked it up. Again, this case was about a robbery. Just give me the same amount as last time. Yo, chill. I told you to calm down with that shit. Going hard will just make the wrong person suspicious. You know you have a problem. Imagine you are so bad that even your drug dealer has to tell you to chill. This case is hilarious. This going hard will just make the wrong person suspicious. Already happened. Some loser at the club thought she was cute and asked me about what was going on. Told her the whole thing was BS and she bought it. Lol. When it worked this time... Okay, so is Kimmy the one in question there? Might have worked this time, but you don't need the extra attention. Money isn't going anywhere. Timing is key. I'll get you that K later in the week. What days are you working? I want to come over in and show some love to the ladies. Working weekends as usual, you know my schedule. Be waiting for that ketamine. I have my eye on this trust fund soy boy who's perfect for this crap. Wait a minute. Oh, she's not doing the ketamine? She's like, oh, she's using it to roofie people, I think. Want to make it clear, you're sure this bitch isn't gonna blow up your spot or anything? It'll go like this. If she says something to Jax, then yeah, we have a problem. Until then, she isn't worth any time thinking about. Alright, cool. Feel like I jinxed myself. Heard the dumb expletive talking to some of the guys about that when I was working another table. She needs you to go. Do you still have that cousin for this sort of thing? Yeah, no problem. I'll send you his number. Just let him know you know me. Let's set the rest up. His name's Julius. Only call him Julius. No nicknames. He hates that. Thanks, babe. Make sure you come by this weekend. He won't talk to me until you tell him I'm cool or whatever. What the frick, Kev? Call him. He's doing that again. My bad. Text him now. I calm down. Okay. So this is going in evidence. Because this right here, I think, is an absolute smoking gun. Like, that is a full confession in text form, right? Like, she just said in plain text, I am buying boatloads of ketamine and seemingly using it to spike people's drinks and then rob them. So I want to make sure you're not mad at me for asking about that dumb rumor in the club the other night. Sorry I forgot to respond. I get it. The whole thing is a crazy story. I'm shocked you even believed it. Like, the whole thing is so ridiculous. Where the F would I even get the idea to do something like that? Huh? How about every movie ever where that happens? Like, how many movies or TV show episodes have you seen where part of it is like they're in a bar and then like somebody spikes their drinks and then they like wake up the next day, no idea what happened, and their money and sometimes their freaking clothes are gone. Like, I think there's even an episode of Psych that's basically that. Like, they got drunk and then they just wake up in a weird situation and have to figure out what happened last night. Well, yeah, the whole thing really is too crazy to happen. I don't know what I was thinking. Ha! I hope we can still be friends. I'd hate for this to push us apart. Of course, that's exactly why I reached out. Plus, you're so pretty, it's hard not to want to be your friend. Ha! Aw, that's so sweet. We should hang out. If you're not working Sunday, let's grab food or something. I'll pick you up. The whole thing will be my treat. Oh my god, I'm so down. Oh, that's wholesome. Okay, I'll pick you up around 6 and we'll have a girls' night out. Thanks so much for this. I was really... Oh, it's not wholesome. She's buttering her up. Female, age, unknown. Come on, you work with the person. You should be able to give me at least an estimate. Hair black, eyes brown. And you're going to jail. Oh, I think I remember this case. I think I've played this case before. I'm Caleb's ex-girlfriend from years ago. I'm writing this report because he will not stop stalking me. I was near where I lived, and he's always on the streets following, taking photos on his phone. Please get the little creep off my back. I've tried multiple times to tell him to back off. He ignores me every time. I think he can get arrested and put in jail if he does this again. That creepy weirdo. You should report him anonymously so he doesn't come to me for revenge. Thanks. Okay, so textbook stalking case. Except Caleb Butler filed a harassment restraining order against his ex-girlfriend and was approved. His ex is banned from being within 100 yards of him and ordered to have zero contact with him. Any violation of this order can and will result in a criminal investigation. That's evidence. How to get popular in our tube? What is the meaning of life? The person I filed a restraining order against isn't following it. What do I do? Text convos. Jess. Hey, Caleb, I just saw you outside your place. Hey? What do you want? Nothing. Want to come over to mine? I'm real lonely, RN. No, thank you. Please stop contacting me. Hey, Caleb, look out your window. F you too, then. You little expletives. Too afraid to answer? Little swine, I'll mess you up. Holy heck, you didn't actually block me, did you? Yeah, see, so she's stalking him. Shred. And the reason why that's a shred is because she's reporting him. If it were him, if the report were sent by him, then that would absolutely be a case. But if I were to report, that would be reporting him, telling the police, like, hey, follow up and investigate him. This report against him is valid. I went to Mr. Vega's house this weekend to sell those charity candy bars for school. Oh, those are great. Or at least the ones my school did when I was in high school were great. She told me she had... I hate that. I I don't know if you guys just heard what I did, but that tapping, that got me. And again, this is detective mode. Tanner's not here, the kidnapper's not here. I don't even have the option to check cameras. Oh, wow. That looks like a mugshot. How to cook a quality steak, Tiger's volleyball team, what muscles does volleyball work, hamstring muscle composition, Kobe beef diet, blah, blah, blah. Kobe beef diet, dressing a leg. What the? Cell phone jammer? That got dark. Does a cell phone jammer block location service pings? I am terrible about checking photos. What the? What the? What the? What the? Have you heard from Melissa? She wasn't at the tap house with the team? No, and I called her boyfriend too. He hasn't seen her since practice. How odd. Let you know if I hear anything. You know how she likes to party, though. Ugh. Unfortunately. I'm trying to work out a design for some new team jerseys. Do you mind coming over for a brainstorming session? I love our current journeys. Why do we need to change them? Fortunately, some of the girls didn't return them when they quit last season. I think it's a better idea to start fresh instead of having some new ones that won't match the old. Plus, you and I both know that the girls will get pissed at me if only the new girls get the good stuff. Yeah, lol, the girls would totally give you crap if you only made a couple. Give me like 10 minutes and I'll head over to your place. I'm actually with Neil right now. Do you want me to bring her along too? Or do you think two girls at the same time is too much for you to handle, lol? Haha, I want the new jerseys to be a surprise, so if you could not tell Neil, that would be great. Right, fine, coach. Just know that I'm not the best at keeping secrets, so you better pull through and actually order these things. You have my word. Thanks, Jess. Something's strange here. Morning, Coach. I wanted to thank you again for donating all that money to Jessica's search party. It means so much to me and the girls. You know I love you guys like you're my daughters. I want to do everything I can to help find her. That's sweet, Coach. We all love you too. Coach, you've been asking around to try and figure out who she spoke to last. I heard from her after the 24th. Remember that date, the 24th. Wait a minute. Just wait a moment. Did he? So that's Jessica. Oh God, I think he kidnapped her. Ew. How's the sedan holding up? Great, I can't believe you got the AC fixed. So tight, thank you again. I don't know what I'd do without you. No, 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 do not visit him for dinner. Creep. Does he have a criminal record? Please tell me he has a criminal record. So he, like, invites them over to dinner and then kidnaps them. Jesus Christ, dude. You creep. This is like some Chris Hansen stuff. Jesus Christ. You're going to jail. Sending crazy text messages. Which means it's a good thing that my first action is usually to check their phone. Oh, that immediately. Jesus Christ, that search history. I'm going to hurt you worse than you hurt me. I promise you that. Answer my calls. Where's my sister? You're a monster. You're a monster. You're a monster. You are a psychopath. And you're going to prison. Immediately, my immediate thought on reading this, spending money left and right, and then all of a sudden it stops, that tells me, if you ask me, that screams, I was being reckless with my money and now I'm broke. But it's our job to investigate. Okay, well that's already a lot of money spent. I was expecting a much longer list considering the report. How to lose some weight, how to write a biography, clothing trends, hotels in the Maldives, Elliot Sullivan books. What's the statute of limitations for grievous bodily harm? One of these things is not like the other. Hello, my big girl. You arrived home safely and can relax for a few days before we drive to a nearby town for the what? I hope she's an actress. I hope she means shooting, like either photo shooting or like shooting for a movie. Really bad. Oh, she's being blackmailed. You did nothing wrong. You did nothing wrong. She did absolutely nothing wrong. She's just trying to, she's trying to just be either like a model or an actress or something, and she's being blackmailed. And again, if I could report the other person, I would. A lot of unknowns again. There's a lot of construction from his backyard, especially at night. Several coffins. I was about to write this off as just a noise complaint. And then he's building what seems to be several coffins? I'm not sure if we'll have time for this case. DIY choo-choo trains. Yeah, he's just building a train set. I didn't know backyard train sets were a thing. Yeah, no, man, you're good. You're just out here living your best life, man. This guy's just out here living his best life. He's just engaging in his hobbies. He's good. Oh, God. I hope we're able to do this one. This one's insane. I remember this from the other night. This guy needs life sentence. This case is horrifying. Trigger warning. The boy next door has been behaving strangely for quite some time. Yesterday I saw him going into the woods with his father's rifle. I don't know if it's me, but at his age, I went to parties with friends for fun. I didn't do any weird shit in the woods for kicks. I know he's having trouble in school, and I'm worried he's one screw loose away from doing something awful. Yeah. 8 bottles of water, glass. Cigarettes and matches. I'm pretty sure you're not old enough for cigarettes. Wrong button again. $18. Okay, you're lucky. I'm watching you. Yeah, this kid's a monster. Sorry to spoil the case, but this kid's a monster. His search history is horrifying. No! Guys. Why is it so long? It does not need to be this long of a cooldown, guys. The night's gonna end before I can do this. Gun stores, how to use a rifle. Angry music, how does it feel like to kill someone? I want to die. School shootings. You write to jail. I was hoping we'd have more time to go through it because it's horrifying. But the night's about to end. Alright. Yeah, see, the cases are actually really fun. I like Five Nights at Freddy's. Again, if you know me, you know that. Wait, which one did I get wrong? But anyway, the difference between this and Five Nights at Freddy's is that this game has the aspects of FNAF, but has you doing other things, which I think makes it so interesting. I had a new neighbor move in yesterday, and she's crazy. I thought at first she's doing some renovating. but she's just busting holes in walls and tearing up floorboards. It sounds like a construction site, but it looks like it's just her without a demolition crew. I mean, for crying out loud, it's a new home. You'd think when she bought the place, it would have been her dream home. If she wasn't satisfied with the state of the residence, she should have kept the house searching. This is a noise complaint. This is literally just a noise complaint, dude. I'll look into it. It's my job to look into it. Like, I'm a good detective. Thea Rose. Archaeologist. Oh, that's cool. Is she? Okay, this is actually cool. Already, what I'm getting just from this first piece of evidence, this first thing on our search history, did she buy that house because she thinks there's something buried underneath it? That is actually like that's a movie right there. That is a freaking movie plot. I don't think, is that a crime? Is what she's well, I guess if you don't have the proper like licenses and everything it is. Ah, another warehouse. I'm getting quite tired of this. Quit anytime you want, but you'll never find the relic of the queen. It's the find of a lifetime. You know I can't stop now. I know, I know. It took about a week, but I found the coordinates. You'll always seem to find them. I try to find difficult spots, but you never cease to impress. So after finding coordinates off the remains of the last geocache, it's part of the remains of the poor fellow to do some radiocarbon testing. Yeah, so she's just an archaeologist. I'm not reading all that. That's very long, and we are still on a timer. You know, I'm shredding this. I'm shredding this. Like, I am absolutely shredding this. She's just an archaeologist. What do you is is what she's doing illegal? I'm I mean, it's her property, and as long as she's following like the proper procedures and has like the proper licenses, is that not allowed? I mean, clearly I missed something, but you know what? Screw it. I keep pressing the wrong button. She's cool. Henry Madsen. Song with the neighbor's boy about Jonas. I was talking with the neighbor's boy Jonas yesterday. I noticed some bruises. They were on his arms and legs. Okay, skateboards. Father's a chronic drunk. Fired for driving a bulldozer into a brick wall. I've been quiet about this too long. The guy's a piece of crap. Expect him of. Okay, so oof. If that is true, then this guy sucks. Chet, do you think I'm a decent detective? Am I a decent detective, guys? Oh, frick me. Henry Madsen. No police report. Okay, beer and cigarettes and a pizza. Beer, cigarettes, trash bags, and a pizza. This one, it seems like he's buying certain things in bulk, such as the pizzas. I don't know if this is like a DiGiorno pizza where it's relatively small but enough to feed a few people if you ration it out, and everybody can in like a family of 4 can have like 2 slices each, albeit fairly small ones. Or if these are like little like single serve microwavable ones. Or if it's like a big one that you can get frozen, that's plenty for where like one of them's plenty for a family of 4. But either way, 8 at a time. Okay, rootkit's cooldown is over. Not this time, game. Your price can. What? Huh? How deep do you bury a body? I hope that was just an intrusive thought. You ever have like weird intrusive thoughts that you like these weird things that you're like morbidly curious about but don't want to look up because it would look terrible on a search history? Like, yeah, you guys ever get that where it's like, I'm curious about how that works, but not curious enough where I would ever look that up? Hey, I think it would be for the best if Jonas stayed with us for the summer. Would give you some time to relax, and we'd get to see our favorite nephew. How does that sound? Not gonna happen. I know the trick you're trying to pull, you dumb beep! I'm not gonna let you take my kid away from me. I saw the aftermath of what you did to him. Think some half-winded threat is gonna stop me from getting that kid the hell out of your house? You got another thing coming. Try me, I dare you. We can play hardball, sure. I look forward to seeing you in court, mother fricker. I'll save Jonas from you and get your butt locked up. This is all the motivation I needed to finally pursue this. Thanks, scumbag. You just made my day. Go ahead and start yapping to the cops. Doesn't freaking matter. You don't have crap to prove anything. Jonas, you stupid piece of poop. Where are you again? I was still in town with friends. Get your flipping butt down here right now. Now. I'm sorry, Dad. I don't mean to make you mad. For every bloody minute you take... Oh. Boop. I'm gonna punch you in your ugly face. Listen up, son. Sorry about earlier. I was drunk and didn't mean to hurt you. Will you please come downstairs? You're gonna freaking glass castle me? This is literally, if you guys have read like Glass Castle, I had to for high school. This here is what the dad is like throughout that full book. And I think that was actually like based on the author's actual experiences with her father, which sucks. Where like he would be drunk and would be very abusive to his family, but then he was the sweetest guy ever when he was sober. Really, really sad book. She ran away back then, that little beep! You were maybe 2 years old. Now you're 14 and you're turning out just like her. After everything I did for you, you ungrateful rat, now come out before I kick the door down. Jesus Christ, dude. This is your son. This is your flesh and blood. Jesus. Search history. I think think this guy's going to prison. Close enough. The DMV will know what I mean. Enjoy spending the rest of your life behind bars. What do you mean wrong? I had an airtight case of him threatening his son, and you mean to tell me? What? Like, obviously he did it, but which of the evidences that I gave was wrong? Yeah, no, that's a noise complaint. Fair enough. Oh god, that's like a 2 minute, that's like a 3 sentence horror story. At first I was like, okay, so she divorced her husband. And then a few sentences in, she seemed very confident, and then she quickly She saw me behind her, and then she quickly changed direction and continued her phone call out of earshot. I like to think I don't look disturbing to the point where a mere glance in my general direction would drive someone to essentially run away. I mean, okay. I gotta give this guy props for the lighthearted humor there. On the other hand, maybe it was a secretive call not meant for strangers to listen in on. Just take my word, it was weird. I mean, no, man, I believe you. That is strange, because I think what I'm getting here is either she divorced her husband or she killed him. Like, it sounds like her husband was treating her poorly, and she either divorced him or killed him or hired somebody to kill him. Wait, only 120 pounds? Jeez, you're lighter than me. Okay, your hair is way more blonde than gray, in my opinion, but okay. Also, after the end of this night, I do have to go. It is a work night. It was the top one was wrong. See, this tells me... Now, call me crazy, but I think this almost tells me that she might be innocent. Because finally taking care of her husband and wasn't going to be a problem anymore tells me that, again, they either divorced or she killed him. And if that's the case, she wouldn't be buying medical supplies for him. She would only be buying medical supplies for herself. So that tells me that they were in a bad situation. I wonder if there's like divorce papers if I check a police report. No police records, because the previous one, that stalking case we got, there was the information on like the restraining order. So I thought maybe, but I guess not. She doesn't have like a restraining order against him, which is potentially damning. Why? Why, game? Give me more time. If I can't do this in this next attempt, I might just shred this case. Because again, I'm almost out of time for tonight anyway. It is a work night for me. I'm just a chronic night owl. Plus, I don't need to be at work until noon, so But regardless, it is getting close to, like, I need to unwind for bed. Divorce attorney, how to build a legal defense, how to disappear. Again, this is screaming, oh, Jesus. Oh my god, that is horrible. See, again, how to build a legal defense, how to disappear, presumably from her husband. Okay, I think I'm actually all set. I think I'm gonna leave him. That's awesome. Do you need a place to stay? Say the word and I'll get you out of there. We can clean up the spare room. You're an angel, Annie. I'll let you know when this is final. Anne, you're a gem. You're great, Anne. Absolute beeping beep. You'll be bleep. Sorry you messed with me. Beep you. You think you'll find anything better at your age? You're disgusting. I'll beeping find you no matter where you go. You can't do this. Beep to me. After everything I gave you, beeping word I refuse to read once again. I'll be sending this to my lawyer along with all the pictures of my bruises. They'll lock you up and you'll never see the sun again. You don't scare me anymore. And with that, this case is getting shredded. I'm assuming the reason she ran away from the guy who overheard her is just because it's a very private thing. Like, that's a lot of dirty laundry for a stranger to be overhearing her talk about on the phone. All right, I need to go. It's getting really late. I hope all of you have a wonderful day. And if you enjoyed this stream, please like, comment, subscribe, all those things that the YouTubers tell you to do, because that legitimately does help this channel. I am gonna be, hopefully, I have Monday off of my job, so I'm gonna try to get another stream in then to play some more Scrutinized, because this game is amazing. And I will see you next time. Have a great night.